Hello, it's Simon Zutshi here, and in this property education video, I want to share with you one of the very best times you should be securing great property deals in your area. And this is the time where there's not that much competition, and also you'll find sellers are very open to flexible deals, flexibility on the price they'll accept and also the terms, so they might do things such as options and vendor finance. So my name's Simon Zutshi. I'm the founder of the Property Investors Network, the largest network of property investors in the UK. I'm the author of Property Magic, the Amazon #1 property bestseller with over 100,000 copies in circulation. And I've been teaching people like you how to be successful investors for the last 20 years. And I can absolutely tell you what I'm about to share with you in this video, although it's kind of common sense when you hear it, most people don't know this and most people don't do this. So what you're going to learn in this property education video is a real hint and tip that's going to help you find better deals. Now, this particular information is very time sensitive, and some of my videos, they do have time sensitive information like this. So I'd highly recommend you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified whenever videos like this come out, so you don't miss any of this timely information. And I do hope you like the video. Please like it, put a comment below. That helps the algorithms, more people will actually see it. So let me tell you about this strategy, or rather this best timing you need to use. Now, we're just coming up to this very good time for you to find deals, and I'm filming this in December because the 2 weeks before Christmas are one of the very best times for you to secure deals. Now, why is that? Well, think about it. Most people want to relax and take it easy at Christmas. They worked really hard the whole year, and Christmas, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, that time of year is a time where people come together, they meet their friends and families, they take a bit of time off work, and everyone unwinds and recharges their battery, ready for the new year. Now, there were two groups of people I want to talk to you and how they act at this time of year. The first one is people like us, property investors, people who are looking to acquire property, and most people, as I said earlier, want to take a bit of time off for Christmas. So most property investors think, you know what, I'm going to take some time off, and in January that's when I'm going to start again, and I'm going to go and find some great deals in January. And there absolutely are some really good deals in January, because at Christmas time a lot of people make important decisions, and in the new year, and they decide, right, this year I'm going to sell this property, or I'm going to move out, or whatever it might be. There's always property becoming available in January, so it's a great time to start looking. That's why many investors take their foot off the gas and say, I'm just going to take a few weeks off and take it easy. Now, what that means is there are less people looking for property just before Christmas, which means not only do you have less competition, but it's less offers being made to the people who are very keen to sell their property. Now, let's consider those sellers. Imagine you've been trying to sell a property for a period of time, might be a year, might be longer, and it just hasn't sold. Maybe you're not getting offers, or maybe you've sold it and the sale's fallen through once, twice, or even 3 times, and you're getting pretty frustrated now, and you just want to get rid of this property. What I call a true motivated seller. It's what I talk about in my book, Property Magic. So you found this motivated seller. Now imagine if they had someone like you make a credible offer to them. Say, look, I'd like to agree a deal before Christmas so you can relax and enjoy Christmas with the peace of mind that you've sold the property. Now, of course, the sale wouldn't actually go through before Christmas, but at least they can get the deal agreed. And this is a massive psychological lever that you can use in order to get people to agree to your offer. Now, obviously, we want to do an ethical win-win offer. It's got to work for you and it's got to work for them. And of course, we want to make money, but we're not trying to screw people down. We're trying to get a true win-win deal. But if you can give people that sense of speed and certainty, you're definitely going to do the deal. And by the way, you should only make an offer if you're absolutely going to follow through. But if you position it in exactly the way I've just told you, that, hey, let's agree a deal so you can relax knowing that that property is sold, a deal is agreed, and you can have real peace of mind and enjoy the festive period. If you position it like that, you will get a lot more people accepting your offers. Now, the other thing is, if you go into estate agents, so by the way, in this day of post-COVID, a lot of people got very lazy. They like to do things on the phone or by Zoom. I think you should actually go and visit the local estate agents in your area in the 2 weeks before Christmas, because guess what? They're going to have more time on their hands. They're not very busy because, as I said, the first group of people, most people take time off and they're not looking for properties in December. So if you're going to estate agents, they've got time to sit down with you, got time to build the relationship and the rapport with them, get to know them, and see if they've got any deals where the seller might be motivated, might be very keen to get an offer agreed before the end of the year. You then go in with your offer and it's far more likely it's going to get accepted. Of course, you've got to build a rapport with the agent, you've got to build a rapport with the seller, you've got to work out what's important to them, try and give them the solution to solve their problems. But if you do all of that, then you've got a much better chance of getting your offer accepted. And remember, there's not going to be as much competition. So this is why right now, the next couple of weeks is a really good time for you to be visiting agents, making lots of offers, and the more offers you make on property, the more likely is you will get someone or maybe several people who will agree to a deal. So if you want to get a great deal agreed before the end of this year, I recommend you take action right now, get out there and make sure you are doing what you need to do. So, as ever, I encourage you to invest with knowledge, invest with skill. It's about you getting out there, taking action, being persistent, recognizing property investing is not easy. You definitely need to put time and effort in. But the thing I love about property is you work once and then you get paid forever. You put in some upfront effort, and every single month you own that property, you make cash flow profit as well as the long-term capital growth. There's no better investment than property. That's why you should be investing more in property and stepping up your game. And you might say, yeah, Simon, but I don't have money, I don't have time, etc. Look, all of these, in my opinion, are just excuses. You may not have money, but guess what? If you get really good at finding deals, profitable deals, you don't need your money to invest, because there are plenty of people who've got money, but they don't have time or energy or inclination to find deals on their own. So if you are the person finding those profitable deals, there are plenty of people out there who go to property training events, who go to property networking events, who want to invest in property, but they don't know how to do it. If you can get really good at finding great deals, it's one of the most important things you need to learn to become a successful property investor. And next week in my video, I'm going to talk all about how do you actually find cash investors who might want to joint venture with you. The first important point is, though, you need to be finding deals. So I really encourage you to look online for deals, speak to local agents, go and visit them, view lots of property, make lots of offers, and who knows, you might get a deal agreed before Christmas. And if you do, I'd love you to come back and post on this thread to tell us about the deals you've actually secured because you've been listening to what I've said and you've gone and taken action. So, as ever, I encourage you to invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I'll see you in the next video. I do hope you got massive value from watching this YouTube video. I'd encourage you to click on the link below to come and do the online training with me. And I've got another video lined up for you, which I think is also going to be really useful that you should watch once you've registered for the online training with me. So invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I'll see you very soon.